test. Great. Good. Okay, thank you for waiting. Let's start. So today's agenda is first you will do final project presentation, and then we'll discuss 9 after your presentation. Your presentation lasts this week and next week. So today we'll have 3 groups presentation, then we'll have class 9, and then next week have 2 presentations. So the first group is Neuralink. Please raise your hand. Neuralink. Are you good to go? Great. And ethical issue in IT. Are you good to go? And metaverse. Metaverse. uh, 3D printing. Okay, you're there. Google AI. Okay. So I don't know where is metaverse. Okay. So first of all, after every presentation, you need to do 2 things. First, I will open poll.ev.com. So you have to write positive written comment. As a future manager, you need to practice what is the strengths of each presentation and complement those presentations in this written comment. Then I will invite you to D2L survey, but do not evaluate your own group. Then in the D2L survey, you are supposed to evaluate 3 aspects, whether it was interesting, easy to understand, and informative. And also by November 26th, you have to submit peer evaluation form. Peer evaluation form. Form is on the D12. If you go to the ChocoPoint folder, you can find the form. So why don't we just go and find the form and download it? So go to the content and ChocoPoint folder. There is peer evaluation form with student list. So download it. So let me download it. The first page is student list, in case you cannot remember the name of your group. For example, Neuralink, you have a group of these 6 people. And next page, you are supposed to write Neuralink. And presentation date is, today is November 19, 2024. And write your name here. Then write all your group members' name. Then except you, allocate, distribute 100%. Yes.
The file's unavailable.
Unavailable? Okay, let me see whether okay. Thank you. You got 1 choco point. I just open it. Thank you very much. So yeah, it's now visible. So right, allocate, distribute 100% to your group member depending on their contribution. For example, you are 6 people group. Please raise your hand if you are 6 people group. And you think your group member all equally contribute, assign 20. Assign 20, that will make sum of the 100%. If you are 4 people group, raise your hand if you are in the 4 people group. 4 people. I think the last group is 4 people. So assign 30.3, that will make 100%. Then if you wanna give some more points in some member, then deduct some other members point and add it to the other group. So make a sum as a 100. That's the peer evaluation, and do it by November 26th. But presentation evaluation, detailed survey should done by right after your presentation. This is evidence of your attendance. Except presenting group. Presenting group do not participate your own survey. So survey is go to the assessment and go to the surveys. The surveys. And then you will see it's hidden. I think there is only one survey is open. So why don't you participate this survey? This one will account for 1 choco point, and also checking your attendance at the beginning of this class. So prior to this class, what was your skill level with NIME? So before starting this class, what was your skill level? So just one question. Everybody participate now. Before starting this class, like before September, did you know NIME? Or if you have you used NIME before? That's the one question. This will be used as your attendance. So let me check. Like this one, after each group's presentation, I'll open Neuralink survey. Then you complete it. That's another evidence of your attendance. Ethical issues, metaverse. And also upload your PowerPoint slide and report. You are supposed to write report as well. Report as well. And you have to post it in the detailed discussion board. Discussion board. By due is November 26th. November 26th. And who are photographers? Raise your hand if you're serving as a photographer. 1, 2. Only 2. If you are willing to, if you have smartphone, you can serve as a class photographer today because I need more photo. So from now on, take photo of presenter and classmate. And those photographers, you have privilege walk around the class to get the best shot. And especially during break time, take photo group of 2, 3, and submit choco points for 6 for 1 choco points. If you put 60 today, you can submit 10 choco points. And don't forget submit to the choco point as class photo folder because as assignment folder. And please save it as a JPG or PNG file. Not paste it in the Word or PDF. It will make it difficult. And please submit all of them by December 1st so that I can show this photo in the last class. So thank you, both of you. And I need more photographers. Please raise your hand if you're willing to serve as a class photographer. Okay. I need 2 more, please. Would you like? Yeah. And 1 more. 1 more. Thank you. Thank you. And we will take a group photo, each group photo here. So what you need? Just you might move your chair every time when you take a picture. Okay. And also everybody, please upload your own photo, 2 photos. One is big smile, and the other one is something funny. We sums up the class photo so that I can include your photo in the slideshow. Yeah. That's regardless whether you're a photographer or not. If you really don't like showing your photo in the class, you don't have to do it optional. But I hope everybody so upload your own photo. And so when you take photographers, pay attention, photographers, don't take these kind of photo or don't try to capture whole body because we want to share in the TV screen. So you should focus on their face. This is good. So take upper part closer, please. Okay? Especially during break time, trying to take photo, single photo, 2, 3, 4. So as I told before, once every group finish the presentation, if I forgot, please remind me. I will open this poll everywhere so you can write written comment. Then invite you this survey, detailed survey. Peer evaluation form is here. I need 3 timekeeper. Please raise your hands. Timekeeper will get 1 choco point. 1, 2, 1 more, please. 1 more. Thank you. So photographers, can you take this timekeeper's photo? Photographers, can you take come? So, presentation is 30 minutes, so after 25 minutes, you show this one so that everybody know. So, can you take a photo? Okay, 1 minute. So 29 minutes.
It's right here, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, turn it this way?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we are. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, yeah, perfect.
This is stop. After 30 minutes, wait my signal. Yeah. If I feel your presentation is boring, then I will give you a signal. But your presentation is hilarious and interesting, then I will let you continue. So please take photo.
Yeah, black and white back.
And when you're going to present, please give it to someone else as an alternative. So alternative timekeeper also get one chocolate phone. Okay, so let me invite the first group, Neuralink group. Where is Neuralink? Please come and prepare. Yeah, you have to give someone else. So give. So how do you?
Think just practice that one in here.
No, but I'm recording. Yeah, we are recordings. So you better join to the Zoom.
Oh,
Or give it the slide to me.
we also got another thing.
Yeah. Okay. So either you need to present here with this computer. If you want to use your own computer, you have to log into the Zoom so that you can share your screen. So share your screen. Share sound. Are you ready? Then let's take a group photo. Group photo. So photographers, please come. Come here. Sorry. You have to move every time. I give you one chocolate. Yeah, you're right on the soul, so I can tell it's. We 16. Take two photos. One is smile, the other one is something funny. 18. Do something. Do something. Thumbs up. Okay, thank you. And those photographers take photo of each presenter and also your So first group is Neuralink. Recently, my friend got sick, paralyzed everything. So only he can use his eye. So I thought Neuralink would be very good approach. Can you give big hands?
Ready to go?
Yeah, so our project was on Neuralink, and we're focusing mainly on the medical applications of the technology. So to start, what is Neuralink? Neuralink was founded in 2016 by Elon Musk with the purpose of developing a brain-computer interface technology. This technology essentially aims to connect our brains to computer chips to enhance our capabilities and to deal with neurological disorders. So this kind of ties in with the vision behind Neuralink. Like I said, the brain chip interface technology is meant to enhance our capabilities as humans, as well as primarily addressing neurological disorders. This technology is meant to bridge the gap between humans and AI, like we previously learned by the professor's lecture. Elon Musk's proposition was to merge humans with AI to prevent us from falling behind and just overall improve the quality of life for those with these severe conditions. So the core technology with Neuralink, it uses ultra-thin electrodes, which are implanted into the brain. This is done with an N1 implant, and it processes neural signals for device control. And these electrodes are actually smaller than a human hair that go along your brain. And, this is also done by a robotic-based surgery to mitigate the risks associated and, just for overall more precision. So in the future of Neuralink, hopefully we can achieve direct communication between the brain and digital devices. This could lead to people learning languages without actually having to learn them through the textbook. If the professor talked Spanish and I was English, we could just figure a way out to talk. This ties in well with our cognitive enhancement beyond natural limits. We have a couple cases that will be touched on later, as well as just bridge the human AI integration to keep pace with these advancements in AI.
The current focus of Neuralink is to create a direct link between the brain and everyday technology. People with neurological conditions or spinal cord injuries will be able to control their technology using only their thoughts. By monitoring brain activity, the implant may be able to detect conditions like epilepsy, Parkinson's, or Alzheimer's. It may also be able to stop the progression of seizures and tremors that are caused by these conditions. Nolan Arvell was the first person to receive the implant in January 2024. Nolan is a quadriplegic and was only able to use his computer with the help of a family member or a mouthpiece. Now with the implant, Nolan can control his computer using only his thoughts, and he has said that the implant has changed his life.
I'm going 7 years ago. I was looking at while swimming in a lake. There were a lot of things I just some things that I would have never guessed would be difficult. Became very difficult. It's Nolan.
Okay, so let me present. Okay. Everybody write something about the neural groups presentation. Okay, 10 more seconds. Thank you. Okay, so let me invite you now to the D12 survey. Make visible. So go to the survey D12, and those Neuralink group do not participate in your own survey. I'll give you 30 seconds so you can finish, then I will hide it because it's also used as attendance. Anybody need more time? Can I hide survey now? Okay. So Neuralink survey is now closed. Now ethical issue, please come again. Yeah. Yes. Section. So ethical issue. Close this and continue. Okay, this is ethical issue. Let me see. Photographers. Okay, so can you go that way? So let's take a group photo. So first, why don't you take in sequence so we can pay attention to you first. So figure out one big smile. Okay, go ahead. And okay, so what do you want? Three? Yeah, three rounds. Three cheese. Okay, thank you. So second group's presentation is ethical issue in IT. Today, because of AI, we have a lot of ethical issues, so it should be interesting. Can you give big? No.
Great. Hello, everyone. We are group doing ethical issues in IT, and we're specifically focusing on Microsoft's data security and how they face their ethical issues in IT. So my name's Haley.
I'm Brianna. I'm Chelsea.
I'm Molly.
My name's Andrew.
And Manvi is also in our group, but she's not here today. So oh, do you have to click down?
I think it's okay. Yeah, now it works.
Here's just a little overview of what we're going to be talking about today. So we're going to start with a quick introduction. Then we're going to do some analysis just to kind of like dive deeper into the topic. Then we're going to see some implications in business and society, some importance for managers, and then we're going to end with the risk and recommendations. And then finally, a fun interactive game for everyone. So to start off, we're just going to see what is data security, kind of introducing the topic and just so we can all understand what it is. So data security assures confidentiality, integrity, and availability by shielding digital data from theft, corruption, and illegal access. So some crucial actions include backing up your data files, putting up firewalls, having two authentication access controls, and then also having certain encryptions on private information. The relevance of this is that it preserves your reputation as a company and also protects your privacy. It'll help you avoid any financial losses due to attacks on your cyber information. And it also guarantees regulatory compliance. Some challenges companies might see are having the balance of security and usability, and also having insider threats and evolving exterior threats as well.
So now you're probably wondering, how does Microsoft specifically use data security? The first thing they do is they have security development lifecycle, and security is integrated into every stage of the software to ensure that when they are building these applications that it's implemented as well. The next thing they use is data encryption, and this protects data when it's at rest, but also while it's in transit. And this uses advanced encryption protocols, especially in Azure services. The next one is access controls, and this implements strict access policies by using multi-factor authentication to make sure that whoever's signing in is the person that should be signing in. They also use two other ones, compliance standards, and another one, and then which ties in the whole company, and that's how they use data security. So we have a quick little video for you guys. I don't know if the volume works or not right now, so.
I was amazed you still had change out of a fiver. Now, so, this is where you'll be sitting while you temp with us. Who's your login? What's your password? And I don't know is your security question.
Well, that's what I want to find out.
Well, I just told you. Who's your login? What's your password? And I don't know is your security question.
Are you the systems admin?
Yes.
Are you also my IT department?
Yes.
And you don't know the login?
Of course I do.
Well, then, who's the login?
Yes.
No, I mean the fellow's name.
Who?
But the login for this computer.
Who?
But the person that sits in this chair.
Who?
The person that is in the queue.
Who's the login?
What are you asking me for?
That's the man's name.
Whose name?
Yes.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
That's it.
That's who?
Yes. HR, we've got another runner. I was amazed.
So now I'm gonna hand it off to Brianna, who's gonna give you guys a SWOT analysis on Microsoft.
Okay, so I'm going to quickly go over all the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of Microsoft. So for the first thing I'm going to talk about is the strengths, which is I chose to do the top 3 for each thing that I thought would be best for this. So the top 3 for the strengths is leading software company, easy to use software, and reputed brand and customer loyalty. So leading software company is undisputed global software leader and is currently the second most valued company with $2.46 trillion in US currency as of October 2023, and it is currently top in the cloud. It is very easy to use software and user friendly, and reputed brand with customer loyalty. We currently have 1.2 billion Office users and 345 billion Office 365 customers as of 2022. The 3 weaknesses I'm quickly going to be going over are cybercrime theft, which is what is really important what we're talking about today because of the data security, unsuccessful acquisition, and lacking market leadership in the internet browser segment. So cybercrime theft, there's been a lot of hacks in Microsoft, and it makes Microsoft very vulnerable with multiple Windows OS attacks. On a successful acquisitions, Microsoft acquisitions like Web TV and Link Exchange has led to very unprofitable failures, and they have lost quite a bit of money due to these unsuccessful acquisitions. And lacking market leadership in the internet browser segment, Microsoft's Edge browser isn't as popular as its competitors of Google and Safari, and it has been losing market shares as of in 2023 compared to those 2 competitors. Next, I'm going to talk about opportunity. The top 3 things are innovation in AI, remote work solutions, and newly designed Windows 11 Task Manager. Innovations in AI, Microsoft can gain an edge by investing in AI and gaming. Of course, everyone knows that AI is very popular nowadays, and a lot of people want to use it, and they include it with everything they do. They use it if they need help. So I think Microsoft would very help them if they start using that. Ever since COVID, a lot of people have been starting to work remotely. So I think working remotely with Microsoft might help that. We also, since we have Microsoft Office, we have Microsoft Teams, which is also very helpful. We have over 280 million daily users in over 190 countries currently. And we have a newly designed Windows 11 Task Manager with Windows 11 Manager for inbox apps. And lastly, I'm going to talk about the 3 threats. As in the weaknesses, we also have it in the threats as the cybercrime and hierarchy, aggressive competition, and open source projects. So cybercrime and hierarchy, like I was talking about in the weaknesses, there's been a lot of attacks, and if we're keeping attacks, it's very a big threat to Microsoft because if there's no attacks in other places, then they're going to fall behind, and they're going to have to stop to fix those attacks and hacks, and no one can use Microsoft as of them. And aggressive competition, Google and Apple pose a big competition threatening Microsoft market position, especially Google because they have recently used Gmail since we have Microsoft has Outlook they have big competition because they're just starting using stuff like Gmail. Open source projects. Our open source projects, we offer paid products, but there are some projects like Linkus OS and Open Office that do offer free services, and that can threaten Microsoft's paid products. I'm now going to hand it off to Chelsea for implications of poor data security in business and society.
Yeah, like Brianna mentioned, I'm going to talk to you guys about just some of the major implications that having poor data security, especially for Microsoft, can implicate the business as well as society as a whole. So the first one is the major financial loss that companies can suffer from when they aren't practicing good data security. And this can range from having to invest in new security measures and programs, having to compensate any affected users of the programs, having to pay hefty legal fines and penalties, and as well, their market share may drop because people just aren't willing to invest in that company anymore because of their reputational damage now. The second one is the loss of private data, and this can range from personal customer information like their contact information, their payment methods, maybe their address, or it can be something called intellectual property. And this could be as simple as companies' special designs and strategies they've been working on. And if any of this data gets into the wrong hands, it can be really detrimental for the company as well as the users of the program. Continuing on with the implications, we have trust erosion. And when people feel that their trust is being compromised, they tend to start switching up their daily behaviors, which could mean they're now more hesitant to start giving companies their personal information because their trust has been lost. Or it could be as simple as them finding other companies who seem to have better data security practices. And either way, when a company loses trust, it's really hard to recover from. The final implication I want to talk about is the widespread disruptions that having poor data security can cause, because essential programs and softwares could be shut down for unknown periods of time, which would evidently impact many jobs and many just daily operations. And this also leads to major customer dissatisfaction, which again just intensifies this implication of having poor data security. So these implications really show how important it is for companies to invest in good data security to avoid these potential implications that they can have. I'm going to hand it off to Molly, who's going to give you guys a competitive analysis.
So Microsoft Office is the leader in the market, holds 48% market shares with over 345 million paid seats. And our largest competitor is Google Workspace. So continuing on, the other competitors like Zoho Office, very affordable, SoftMaker Office, which is has strong compatibility, and I work for iCloud, which is free for Apple users, but only Apple users. So for industry trends, we have AI, like Microsoft Copilot, data privacy, compliance, and security collaboration. So some key applications, Microsoft has tools like Microsoft Defender and information protection, data loss prevention, multi-factor authentication, Teams, and OneDrive. And then for some challenges, we have data collection, third-party sharing, government data handling, and power imbalance. And I'm going to pass it over to Haley.
So I'm going to be talking about the importance for managers and what they really need to consider when thinking about how they're going to approach ethics in information technology. So the first point is how they're going to protect their privacy and data of their company. Microsoft in particular is a global leader in the technology world, and they've built this lead over other companies based on trust. Their customers and employees trust that they're keeping their information safe and that, not any unrestricted access isn't being able to get to their information. So they really need to control whose information is being shared, where it's being shared, and who has access to it, and then also how the company's confidential data is being stored and who has access to that as well, to again ensure that no unrestricted access is getting to it. And they also need to follow their general data protection regulations. And if they don't follow these, it could result in legal fines, like court battles. And it also just really kind of put a damper on their reputation that they've built over the past years. So then the next point is implementing their security measures and preventing cybercrime from happening. So being a global leader, they need to keep that trust that they've built. So they really need to implement their software to prevent these sorts of hacks from happening. Things that they do to do this already is having their security monitoring systems that will kind of notify them if any attacks or hacks are happening. And then the next thing is ethical hacking and vulnerability testing. And then lastly, they need to implement the incident response plan so that should an attack occur, they have a step-by-step process on how they're going to handle it and what they're going to do to get back on track with their company and their sales and their processes. So the third point is they need to promote ethics and accountability company-wide. So if they, as a company, really take accountability with their IT software usage and have transparency about the systems that they're using and how their processes work, then their employees will be more apt to follow suit. This will create a culture of integrity and software intelligence. And it'll also just prevent unethical practices from happening within their company. Microsoft's mission statement is to empower individuals and organizations as a whole to achieve more. So having these sorts of accountability and data privacy and protection factors will help them achieve this mission statement and allow their users to achieve technological success while being ethical and accountable at the same time. So lastly, as a company, they need to bridge the digital divide between their employees and their company. This can be done by having access to all employees to the technology and software systems that they're using, making sure that education is being provided to their employees so that everyone's on the same knowledge basis. And by doing this, it'll allow them to be more collaborative, innovative, and perform greater or on a higher standard. So now Yashir is going to talk about risks and recommendations for the managers.
Yeah, so there are some potential risks that can take place because it's a multi-billion-dollar company. And the thing is that Microsoft is a really huge company that is being used globally around the world with millions of users. They're using their services. So one of the biggest threat is the cyber security threats, like the cyber attacks. We all know about that, which can actually happen, due to which it led to a faulty update on July 2024, which actually caused a lot of problem in North America. Also, other possible ways also, like somebody can actually get a data theft or all that stuff. The second one is regulatory scrutiny. So like Microsoft's cloud computing business has drawn attention from regulators. So on November 2024, US Federal Trade Commission prepared to investigate the potential anti-competitive practices. So according to this, what happened is that a lot of in a lot of places they use like cloud businesses, which take help from Microsoft, but they can also like theft your data, through which they can actually steal your businesses. So due to which they had to set up this commission. Another point is that supply chain vulnerabilities. So the dependence on the third party is also a big threat. So like, for example, in 2021, Microsoft's Exchange service was totally exploited. So due to which they should actually work on managing their own security instead of depending too much on the internationals or the other companies. And the other point is operational disruption. So due to IT outrages now, like everyone uses their phones, their laptops, their computers all around. Just for example, if professor is making an exam, totally difficult exam for all of us, and suddenly Jared, they're sitting, decides to hack it, right? What's gonna happen? He's gonna lose all his content and we all gonna get A+, right? So, and the last is ethical and compliance challenges. So like due to the significant investment in AI, there are being questions asked by the employees of the company that what is going on. The thing is that because of this investment, there are a large amount of questions that have arisen within the people that actually they're gonna have their jobs or not. So here are some recommendations that we have finally selected that we can give to the employers or the managers that can actually work with them. So first is enhance cybersecurity measures. So it is better to invest more in the advanced threat detection systems and to make it an appropriate response so that there shouldn't be any problems for any of the day-to-day businesses or for any of the users that are using the Microsoft systems. That is one point. And the other one is strengthening the compliance programs. So what the company should do that they should make it absolute or make it like a priority that all the global businesses are following the proper regulations, all the business practice and they should engage properly and actively to address to the regulatory bodies about all the concerns that are happening globally and all the problems that can actually happen and how they can face them. And the other point is to secure third-party supplies. So what is the thing is that they should put strong security measures for all the third parties that they are using. For example, AUM and Cytology confirmations, these are the companies that they are using to protect their data as the cybersecurity companies. So they should actually put some strong assessments and strong measures to protect their data from any threat or any hacks. And so the fourth point is improve operational resilience. So it is to develop a robust update protocols through testing before deployment. So like with every new system update or anything that goes new, they should always do a testing and then establish a rapid response mechanism to address unforeseen issues. And lastly, address ethical concerns. So they foster the internal culture that encourages upon dialogue about AI developments, and they should talk to their employees that actually how the AI is going to collaborate with them and go on for the betterment of the company and betterment of the society.
So now we have a interactive game for you guys. It's not a Kahoot, but it's called a Book It. I don't know if you guys have played
So
before.
if you go and hit, there's gonna be a QR code, or you can do play Book It.
The easiest way is probably just to scan the QR code. It'll pop up here just once you get it. We do it. Go ahead.
Let me do it.
Just scroll.
Sorry, it's so sweet. Let me look at the thing. No, just gotta click that and then I might have to log actually in.
Just bear with us while we get it set up here.
Okay. Being serious. Where's this? Then you have to give me access to share. It's not letting me do it. Can we use my laptop because for some reason it's not letting me go on.
Plug it in.
Join the Zoom.
Yeah. I don't know why it's.
Yeah, it's like not letting us click. It's not letting us click
Like
the
it won't click host.
host button.
I might need to share my screen though, so everyone has access to it.
Stop sharing.
You're welcome.
You can play this on your phones or on your computer. And it'll show just either a QR code or a password to put in, kind of
Go to the polev.com. polev.com, Kim7, and write some sharing comment for ethical issue in IT group. Ethical issue in IT group also can enter comment, yeah, showing up yourself. Where is Gerard? Okay. Ten more seconds. Okay, let me invite you to the D12 survey. So now D12 survey is open. So complete D12 survey. I'll give you 1 minute. After 1 minute, let's take a 10 minutes break. Anybody need more time? I will close the survey. Ethical issue in IT. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you done? Okay, thank you.
No, I'm taking a picture for the. Like I have vendors. I have like. Over $400. Wow. The whole student. Yes.
Stay tuned or something, do something. Thank you. Do something. I put there and I come back to you guys. So, series, and okay, let's get it.
Should be thumbs down.
Yeah, some of thumbs up would be great. 1, 2, 3.
Related.
Do something else. I know. Do something. Show me your.
Okay, I have a question. I have a question for you.
Okay. Once let's take good for say cheese. Okay.
Okay, the peer review log, not peer review, the practice log,
Huh?
the practice log.
Yeah, practice room.
Do you want that like now or next one?
Oh, yeah. If you prefer, we can.
Because I'm trying to copy the link. It's signed, but it's not letting me. It's not letting me.
Okay, so next week. Okay.
So he basically do quickly. Do they on video? He said things that he would like, it almost works faster there.
One, two, three.
There's like a bunch of shots here.
Where is? Okay, so next group is Metaverse. Is Metaverse here? Yeah, please come forward. Prepare presentation. How would you like to present?
Presentation like up on the board.
So
Up here.
you have to join to the Zoom.
I'm on the Zoom.
Yeah, on the Zoom, then share your screen. And when you share, make sure your sound is well.
What?
Yeah, the green button. And the desktop. And also there is a share sound.
Share sound.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it'll record. I don't know, 100%. Oh, it might not let me on my laptop. Am I able to like send you the presentation and you can share it on yours or?
Yeah, that's possible.
Is it? My computer's really weird. It doesn't,
Yes.
my settings are weird. Like it won't.
Yeah, I think. So do you play video kind of thing?
Yeah, we have a video. Yeah, we have a video.
And how? So
With one video.
can you play video a little bit so we can check the
Just to see
sound?
the sound.
Yeah. I think you
I think you
better
have to turn
use.
it up.
Yeah.
Should be sent to you now.
Via email or via
Email. Email. Great reminders.
You're going to edit the file. Just a second. So where is the Metaverse group? Just two?
Oh, yeah, two. It's something with their family. Yeah, there's some family.
Okay.
Or something.
So let's take photo. Yeah. So photographers. So we as a group. So we will take two. One is nice, the other is something. So say cheese.
I don't know where to put these, like,
Smile.
Yeah.
There's something funny.
So next group's presentation is whatever. Suit you.
Yeah.
Okay, so next group is metaverse group. So can you give big?
Yeah, so we did our presentation on the metaverse. My name's Abderman, this is Joe. We're looking to dive in and show you guys the metaverse and understanding it a little bit more. So first thing before we start, just to get everyone interacting, and just as a little icebreaker, we're gonna play a game of hangman. So we'll do like this is a team, and then this in the middle is a team, and then that's a team. We'll just do a quick game of hangman. Everyone knows that hangman? Right? Yeah. All right. That. Dude. All right, so we'll start throwing out like we start here. Wait, I can't see how many letters in there. More than that. Mark letter here. No, it's just what I'm saying.
Okay, come on.
Oh. Yeah, so that's the choco point.
Yeah, choco.
All right, awesome. We thought that was gonna take a little bit longer.
Yeah.
How do I go?
Click.
Yeah, you have to click somewhere first. Then now I think you can go this way. Left,
Perfect.
right.
Okay, so just a quick rundown on what we're gonna do. I'll give a quick introduction into what the metaverse is, and then we'll talk about some advantages, some disadvantages. We'll show a little visual on the metaverse. We'll talk about some key players and trends. And then we'll give a little conclusion, and then at the end we have a fun game of Kahoot, because we know we love Kahoot here, so. All right, so we're diving into the world of metaverse here. The metaverse is a collective virtual shared space created by the convergence of virtual enhanced physical reality and physical persistence in virtual space. It's essentially the sum of all virtual worlds, augmented reality, and the internet. The term metaverse was coined by Neil Stephenson in his 1992 science fiction novel, Snow Crash. Since then, it has evolved from early virtual worlds like Second Life to more immersive experiences we're seeing today, enabled by advancements in virtual reality, augmented reality, and blockchain technologies. So think of the metaverse as the next version of the internet. So yeah, a 3D immersive space where we can work, play, socialize, and create in ways we've never imagined before.
All right, so I'm going to talk about like the advantages of the metaverse. So first, it offers new social interaction experiences. In the metaverse, people can connect immersive virtual environments that feel more engaging that traditional online platforms don't have. It's really like a really connected experience. This can redefine how we communicate, build relationships, and even entertain ourselves. There's also an economic opportunity that the metaverse enables, a thriving virtual real estate market where individuals, businesses can buy, sell, and develop digital spaces. I don't think that's like a smart thing to do, but you can do it. A growing digital goods market, allowing creators to sell virtual clothing, art, and other items for avatars. And new business models such as virtual storefronts, experiences, and services that can operate entirely within the metaverse. So there's also global accessibility. It's another advantage with the metaverse. People around the world can participate in the same events, experiences, and marketplaces without the physical barriers. So you can do things with people from across the world that you wouldn't be able to do otherwise. And lastly, the metaverse enhances collaboration tools, making remote work and learning more interactive. Teams can meet in virtual spaces, interact with 3D models, and work together in ways that's natural and productive. These advantages highlight why the metaverse has so much potential to transform how we live, work, and connect.
All right, so it comes with advantages, but also comes with some challenges as well. So there's a data security and privacy risk there, because as we spend more time in virtual spaces, protecting our personal data and digital identities obviously becomes more crucial. There's also a risk of widening the gap between those with access to advanced technologies and those without, whether you're talking about different countries or different classes, social classes. So there's also concerns to do with health, because just with any new technology, there's risk of overuse and potential negative impacts on your mental health. And also it raises new legal and ethical questions that current regulations may not adequately address as of right now.
So here we have kind of a visual of the metaverse because it's a lot easier to show you guys what it's about and talk about it because it's obviously like a visual piece of technology. Show that real quick. You're not opening it? Copy that. Paste it. Control. Control.
In July 2021, Mark Zuckerberg staked Facebook's future on the metaverse. To prove he was serious, he renamed the company Meta and promised to spend billions of dollars to rebuild a metaverse platform. He isn't alone. Other companies are also working on their plans for the metaverse, the expected next iteration of the internet. The metaverse is difficult to define. It's usually described as online spaces where people socialize, work, and play as avatars, digital representations of their identities. Unlike a Zoom chat, the spaces don't disappear when you're done. They're there for someone else to use. Though it's often name-checked in the tech world, the metaverse is still a fuzzy idea for people outside the industry.
I mean, the metaverse is clearly a term of great currency in this moment in time. And I think for right now, 2022, the metaverse is a story we are telling about what the future of technical infrastructures might look like when you combine virtual reality, augmented reality, high-speed internet connections, and some kind of notion of a virtual space you might occupy with other people. So an easy answer to the metaverse is, well, it's, the next version of the future of computing. The more complicated answer is, of course, it's a story about how we imagine the world.
Meta and other companies tout the metaverse as an evolution of the internet, a virtual world that parallels our lives in the real world. But it's an idea that's been tossed around for decades. and tried before.
One of the other ways to think about the metaverse is that it's always and already existed in different pockets of the world, right? So whether you were someone engaging in gaming experiences, whether those were multiplayer games or whether those were deeply immersive games, if you were engaging in other kinds of online communities, there's an argument to say that the metaverse is already here, it just wasn't called that.
Roblox and Minecraft have been building virtual worlds for years. Second Life, Fortnite, Minecraft, and other games all incorporate aspects of virtual, augmented, or mixed reality to create an immersive gaming experience for users. If you're unfamiliar with the term, virtual reality refers to entirely digital spaces that are accessed through hardware like the Oculus headset. These headsets use special lens technology, cameras, and motion tracking controllers to fully immerse you in their digital worlds, where objects can seem real even when they aren't. Augmented reality is a related but different technology. AR brings digital objects into the real world, often with no headset required, though there are some AR headsets on the market. Some experts see augmented reality as a gateway to broader acceptance of the metaverse.
The technology has continued to advance and continued to find touch points in all of our lives, whether it's through mobile phones connected to the internet or other forms of connectivity, smart TV, all those sort of pieces of the puzzle.
Advances in software have introduced users to more realistic experiences through higher levels of fidelity, the degree of real-world exactness that's digitally reproduced. However, critics say more work is needed in order for the technology to deliver the fidelity the metaverse needs.
It can be easy to get carried away in like this nirvana state of what's being sold to us, but we need to think about what's right in front of us right now. We're now starting to see some metaverses being made available on mobile platforms, as well as through even the web browser. So we're starting to see a shift towards accessibility. That also comes typically at the cost of fidelity.
Beyond the technical aspects of the metaverse, another area of concern is who builds and controls the metaverse. A corporate version of the metaverse, one that's built by existing tech companies, risks repeating problems that already plague social media, some people worry. Bias, bullying, misinformation, and harassment could even be magnified in the metaverse because it's an immersive environment.
It's one thing to send 180 characters to somebody over Twitter, and another thing entirely to bully somebody in a metaverse type space where your brain has tricked you into feeling like you're really there. That's, I think, the potential for abuse in the metaverse, that the argument that maybe we need to get ahead of this.
Other critics believe that user-generated content will be the building blocks of the metaverse, like current and previous iterations of virtual platforms, like the game Second Life. But even in Second Life, larger entities like corporations and businesses still had a hand in shaping the space.
I'm not sure it's as straightforward as saying it's either large tech companies or it's user-generated. I think it's usually a little bit of drift between both of those things. And I think that undercalls the role of governments in all of this and the role of sort of social institutions.
Whether the metaverse will come together as a single platform is an open question. Right now, industry standards don't exist for the metaverse. That means big companies are competing to lay the foundation others will have to follow, a pattern that was established with the development of the internet.
One of the really interesting facets of the metaverse and of calling this constellation of technologies and experiences as the metaverse is that it creates the opportunity to build a platform. And the thing about platforms is that if you build them right, which is usually open and with standards, you can move things between pieces of the platform. So, when we think about the internet, whilst we may experience it via a particular service provider or a particular device, the underlying architecture of it is such that it can be delivered in lots of different places.
Zuckerberg, arguably metaverse's biggest champion, says interoperability among applications is crucial to get people to use the metaverse. That means companies will need to collaborate so people using the metaverse can move freely between platforms and experiences. For instance, if you have an avatar in Meta's metaverse, ideally, you should be able to use the same avatar when moving to a Microsoft platform. That, however, is easier said than done.
If you're familiar with the Roblox style Lego experience, compare that to something like Fortnite, trying to take your character, just take it over to Fortnite and make it work there. It just wouldn't work. You actually need to have two completely different iterations or models of your avatar. That's where I think fundamentally there are just straight up challenges that exist because no two metaverses really are delivering, a common experience.
Qualcomm, NVIDIA, Valve, Epic, HTC, and Apple are among the companies working on Metaverse, or Metaverse-like projects. How or when these projects develop is anyone's guess. Game and entertainment companies like Stageverse, which digitally reproduce concerts and festivals, have been operating in a Metaverse-like environment for years. But with more companies adopting a hybrid work model, the Metaverse could also come to the world of work. A 2020 report from consultancy PwC predicts that nearly 23.5 million jobs worldwide will use AR and VR by 2030. The technology will be used for tasks like employee training, meetings, and customer service, according to PwC. The metaverse could also offer new economic opportunities, such as game creation, virtual retail, or digital asset trading. The virtual world could be a source of real money.
I think there's a good argument that over the long run, you could potentially create a new class of economic participants who could share in the upside of this new platform shift, right? Through maybe token economics, through game mechanics and so forth that you're already starting to see. But I think the metaverse is potentially a really lucrative place for creators to kind of populate this new world and make a great living doing so.
How widespread the metaverse becomes is in part dependent on how many people get on the internet. A little less than 2/3 of the world's population had access to the internet in 2021, according to the ITU. Without basic accessibility to the internet, widespread adoption among a global community of users will be a challenge. Companies building the metaverse will need to first see the digital divide is bridged if they want their virtual world to attract people from around the globe.
When I think about the metaverse, my hope for it is that we can be really mindful about what's happened when we've built large technology apparatus and infrastructure in the past, and that as a result, we go into this a little less naive and a little more deliberate about the choices we make. That also means as citizens, we have an obligation to hold the organizations in our lives accountable to the values that we care about.
It's unclear whether the metaverse will live up to the promises or fail to live up to the hype. What is clear? You're sure to be hearing more about the metaverse for years to come.
All right, so I hope that was interesting for everyone. And let me do this. Oops. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so now I'm going to talk about the key players and trends within the metaverse, starting with the major companies. So I'm going to give it three right now. Obviously, Meta, formerly known as Facebook, is heavily investing in metaverse, focusing on creating immersive and social platforms, as well as virtual environments. And Microsoft as well is hopping into it too. They're leveraging its mesh platform to integrate mixed reality into professional collaboration, blending the metaverses with enterprise solutions. Then the third one's a video game company, Epic Games, and they're pioneering interactive virtual worlds together and pushing the boundaries of gaming experiences within the metaverse for a new type of gaming, I guess. So, and for the future trends, there's interoperability, and it'll be very crucial. It involves creating seamless transitions between different virtual worlds and platforms, making the metaverse a truly unified space. As well, there's decentralization. It's another trend within blockchain technology. It enables user-owned assets and governance, reducing the control of centralized entities. So that's going to be very important in the future. Lastly, we can expect enhanced realism in the metaverse with advancements in graphics, AI, and hardware, creating increasingly lifelike virtual environments. So the experience will be hard to tell like what is real, what isn't when you're wearing the headset. And these companies and trends are driving the innovation and adoption of the metaverse, shaping its future potential. So yeah.
Okay, so the metaverse is set to transform businesses in several ways. So the first way is there's going to be more opportunities for virtual goods, services, and experiences. So it creates new business models. Another way it's set to transform the business world is in terms of remote work and collaboration, because with advanced tools for virtual meetings, training, and team building activities. Another way it's set to transform the world of business is in terms of marketing and customer engagement, with the innovative ways to engage customers through immersive experiences. For managers, this means more focus on strategic planning for metaverse integration, risk management in the virtual environments, and also talent acquisitions for new tech skills. The societal impact of the metaverse can be seen through social interaction with new forms of socialization and community building. Also in education with virtual classrooms and training environments that can simulate real-world scenarios. Also in healthcare with possibilities for remote diagnosis and treatment. And lastly, in entertainment with immersive experiences that blur the line between virtual and physical worlds.
All right, so for the conclusion, the metaverse represents a transformative shift in how we interact with digital environments. So it's completely digital, nothing else. It offers numerous opportunities for innovation and economic growth, but it also poses significant challenges. For businesses and society at large, understanding and navigating the metaverse will be crucial in the coming years. Managers should stay informed about the metaverse developments, invest in relevant training, and develop appropriate policies. As well, they should probably explore strategic partnerships. And as we move forward, embracing the metaverse thoughtfully can lead to substantial benefits, driving future growth and connectivity in an increasingly digital world. The key will be to harness its potential while migrating its risks. Thank you for your attention. And is there any questions about the metaverse?
Before we do the Kahoot.
Before we do the Kahoot, yeah. Okay. So,
okay, how do we do this now? How do you want me to log into my account on the Kahoot?
Yeah. Or you can use your computer.
Can you plug it into that? I think it's just easy if I log in.
Yeah, log in. That's right, log in.
Okay.
Right.
Sorry?
Choco points.
Oh, we didn't show our last slide.
Yeah.
Just go to it. Top 5 get one shot.
Yeah. Is everyone good or all right? Start it out.
All right, top 5 get a choker point. So
Top 7.
top 7.
There's more than we thought.
Oh,
Top
maybe
7
there is? Okay.
for sure.
This was from the video, so you better pay attention.
Go. Shit. Go get this one.
People actually listen. What? Oh, okay. It's like what? Oh. Wow. I think those ones are wrong. It's making one select. Oh, I didn't. No, I can not. Got it, sir. That would be a trick question. To be okay. To me, it's probably possible. Awesome.
Choose top 7 here.
Review summary. Yeah, so top 7 gets the choco point.
Yeah.
Good job. Awesome. That's all we have for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And thanks.
Okay, let me invite you to the polleverywhere.com. So write constructive comment to cheer up Metaverse group. Metaverse group can join this one as well. Yeah, you can write comment by yourself. Yeah, yeah. Ten more seconds. Okay, thank you very much. So let me invite you to the D2L. And Metaverse group do not participate this survey. So Metaverse survey is open now. So participate and complete in 1 minute. As I told before, if you complete this skill survey about 9, you can claim 1 choco point. Anybody need more time to complete Metaverse survey? I will close it now. So now it's closed. Thank you very much. So let's go to the name section. So go to the content. Go to the content and go to the name lecture slide. Name lecture slide, and today we will discuss superstore analysis, which is 3-1. So 3-1 is the Excel dataset. So download this Excel dataset, and workflow is in 3-2. So download 3-2. So open both of them. And demonstration video is in the 3-1, 2-1, 2-2. This one is last class video. So I think slight difference in terms of node. Once you download, show me green button so I can start demonstration. And also start 9. Once you finish downloading, show me green button. And start 9. Okay, let me check. Is header okay? Header. Okay. Aaron? Aaron? Aaron is okay. Molly Koning? Good. Okay, so I think everybody okay now. So let's start the name. And when you see, when you get into the name, okay, name, then you will go to the local space, and we create a folder already. So BA3672, home, local space, BA3072. So click this one. So inside of that folder, you can create a new workflow. So let's click this yellow button. So create a new workflow. So if you open the Word file, you download it, it will show you our activity. So here we have the Superstore transaction file. So we wanna analyze this one by using Naim. So first thing you need to do is read the Superstore data to the Naim storage. Read the file and convert date to using string to data and time. So let's go to the Naim. So Naim and give the workbox name Superstore analysis. Superstore analysis. I already have the same name, so I'll choose like 3. You can choose 1 or 2, depends on your practice. Then first thing is you need to read in this data. So make your screen by half and open your downloaded folder. Superstore. During Superstore revised for class, drop down to the canvas. Then right click and start configure. So if you're okay up to this step, show me red button. If you need help, raise your hand. Did I start Zoom? I'm sharing, right? Red button. Let me check whether our shots. Are you okay? Okay. And Madison. Okay, everybody looks okay. So now, when you read the data, let me open the Excel file as well. First, check whether Excel file has many sheets, but this time this file has only one sheet, and also it starts from row number 1 and also column A. So we do not have to select, just to read in. That would include all the data. So when you go to the configuration, first part is we already select this file, and we do not have to select a sheet because it's only one sheet. And when you see below the file, when you see the title heading, column heading is already set correctly. So you can tell, this is good. Then, as I told before, flow, job, memory, this will not use in this class, so forget about these 3. And data area, you don't have to set data area because it starts from A to row number 1. So all you need to just change the transformation part. So go to the transformation tab and check whether each field is correctly assigned. We usually check the number, but in case of row ID, it's not set by us. So just ignore this row ID. You don't have to do anything. It's NIME will use internally. And check whether there is a number is correct. Here is a number and age. Age is number. We can use it to add, delete, subtract. So this is okay. So if you go down, there is a postal code is number. Actually, postal code is not number. It's just string or text. So criteria become a number or not is if it is used for calculation later, like later use it for subtract or add, then it should be number. But we do not multiply postal codes, right? So it should be string. So change it to string. So when you read the data, check whether each type is correct. So change it, click number and choose a string. If you scroll down, there is a sales. Sales is sales amount, so it should be number. Quantity, discount, profit, all should be number. That's good. So in the last part, uncheck any unknown new column. So we don't need this. So we uncheck it. And then let's click OK. And also execute. You can execute by using this button or right click execute, or there is a play button. Either one is okay. Then we just read this Excel file into NIME storage. So on the lower part, you can see actual data. Actual data, let's see the first data. So let me increase the order ID. Under the same order ID, there are two records. Like first two, can you see? So that means this file is created by order detail, like each product ordered. So order ID can be multiple. So order ID can include many order detail. Now, when you see this order date, most of the field, we better change it in the Excel reader. But in case of order date, if NIME cannot sense it as a date, you better leave it as a string. Then it's better to convert it later using special node called string to date node. So string to date node, because order date field is quite complicated field. So direct from output, then you will see this arrow and release and trying to type string to date. Then you will see string to date and time node. So click string to date type node. You can see in this visual workflow Word file, first part is string to date and time. So you can tell what node you need to add. So in this field, we will convert date field. So let's configure. So either configuration icon or right click configure. So first question is which field you wanna change as a date. So we wanna only change order date. So let's using the all button, remove all, and then select order date and add order date. So we can only leave this order date in the right side. So this one is what we wanna convert from string to date. String to date. And next one is you have to set the date format. DDMM, YYYY. This is formatting letter. But easy way is there is a guess, data type, and format. So if you click this one, Naim will read about 2000 record of your Excel file and guess the right date format. So I recommend you use this one. So click guess data and data type and format. Then it will give you M/D/YY. So large M means months. Small m is minute. Large M is months. But this is sometimes one digit, like months 1 and 1 to 12. If the data format is MM, that means months, same as months, but instead of 1, it will show you 0, 1. So it always occupied 2. So how about D? D is day. Day is between day 1 to day 31. Right. Let me ask a question. What will be DD then? Anybody? Yeah, 0 or same day, but it occupy instead of day 1, it's day 0, 1. So always occupy 2. So both of you got 1 choco point. So you guys are ready. And how about Y? Year, 4-digit year. Okay? So that's what this name identified. So this is good. So let's click OK because flow job memory is not using it. So we are not going to use it. Okay, click OK and click execute. Then you will see this order date is changed as a local date. Local date. So let's stop here and continue in the next class. So save it, first of all. Let's save and submit so that you can get 1 choco point. First of all, save it. And go back to this folder part, and go to the export and go to the file, your file. In my case, it's Superstore Analysis 3. Right click and choose export. And don't forget uncheck this reset workflow before export. Right. So if you uncheck, then data will be embedded in this export. So click finish. Then that will be created in somewhere in your folder, Zoom designated folder. Then submit it to the submission folder. Let me show you submission folder. And if you submit, you can claim 1 choco point. I better create a new folder. So today is November 19, the Superstore Analysis, part 1, and save and close. Okay, so I think let me make it. Let me see whether it's visible. Yeah, visible, right? So submit there as an evidence, then you can go. Thank you very much. And claim 1 choco point to this part. If you need help, then you know. Thank you. Thank you. Timekeepers, give me timesheet.
Well, you're searching your person, so. Yeah, but I don't think. Yeah, so you go to the desktop and search it. Okay, so what about? And oh,
Yes. Where is the default location of the